Doctors! Let's talk about doctors for a minute. Get your circle map out. Alright, with our circle map out, we're going to make sure that doctor is in the middle because that's who we're talking about. That's our subject, our topic, our noun. Now, I'm going to ask some kids if they can use some adjectives to describe doctors. Here we go.
Doctors are wise. Doctors are old. Doctors are brave. Doctors are responsible. Let's do our writing!
Okay, you can replay the video to see those words again and write them on your circle map. Now we're going to go on to our writing. I need you to get your pencil out, your writing page out. I also need you to get a red, yellow, and green crayon.
All right, start with your name at the top. Now we are going to be writing about doctors. As you can tell, I've already drawn my doctor for today. You guys can draw yours either before or after your writing. It says at the top, D is for doctor. Okay, so a doctor helps us out when we are sick. So you're going to be talking about yourself this time because we are going to be using our sight word me. All right, so we are going to start with the word doctors. Notice up here it says doctor because we're only talking about one. But we are going to be talking about more than one doctor in our writing. So we have to add an S to this. Ready? On the left-hand side of your paper, you're going to write D-O-C-T-O-R-S. Doctors. Now I'm going to use my finger space. Help, because that is one of our adjectives. Help. Now I'm going to use a finger space. Do I have enough room for me? I think I do. So I'm going to write M-E. Doctors help me. Now I don't have enough room over there, so I need to go down to the other side, or to the next line. And on the left-hand side, all right? Doctors help me win. Not like I win a game, but the other win like time. Win, finger space, I by itself is always big and tall and strong, okay? When I am, I'm going to use a finger space. I don't have enough room for the word sick, and I don't want to squeeze it in there and have sloppy handwriting. So I'm going to go down to my last line on the left-hand side, and I'm going to write sick. The period at the end. All right, now I'm going to take my colors, and I need to double check to make sure that I have everything I need for a very good sentence, all right? So first I'm going to use my green. My green is going to go at the very beginning to trace over my capital D. Now if this is not a capital D, don't trace over it. That means you have to erase it, and you need to write a capital D there, all right? At the beginning of a sentence, you need a capital letter. Now I'm going to use my yellow to make sure that I have my finger spaces. I'm only going to be coloring one dot. Just like your glue, one dot, not a lot. You're going to do the same thing with your yellow. You don't want to color a huge spot. Just make sure that there's enough space in there so you can tell the difference. I'm going to do that between each one just to make sure. There we go. And you know what? I'm going to throw in right here too. Because I was going to write something there, but then I realized that the word sick is just way too long, and I don't want to have sloppy handwriting. And I don't need any other ones because I don't need a space between the K and the period. Now I'm going to get my red out because the red says stop. And I'm going to go down to my period, and I'm going to just color over it because that means that whoever is reading this can stop and take a breath. All right, so let's read this together. Doctors help me when I am sick. Very good. Now you guys read it once. Ready? Go. Very good job. All right, now we're going to double check or verify that we have our 5-star writing. I'm going to use my yellow this time. And if you can do little stars. If you can't, you can do little check marks, okay? I'm going to do little stars. So on my 5-star writing, it is asking me, do I have capital letters at the beginning? Yes, I do. So I'm going to do a star down at the bottom. It's kind of hard to see the yellow, but there's my star. Now, is it neat handwriting? Yes, it is. My neat handwriting. I took my time. I didn't race through it. So there's my 2nd star. Do I have punctuation at the end? Remember, punctuation is a question mark, a exclamation mark, or a period. And yes, I do. I have a period. So I'm going to make sure that I have my other star. Now, I'm going to look through and make sure that I have spaces in between my letters. Or not my letters, my words. And I do have spaces. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. I need one more. The last one is, does my sentence make sense? The sentence is, doctors help me when I am sick. It makes sense. All right, so let's count our stars. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Very good job today. Remember, if you guys need to, pause this at any time, or you can play it again so that you can make sure you get all of the words and everything on there. Have a wonderful day. Bye.